What's on the menu tonight? Scallion pancakes for dinner. You might be wondering, why scallion pancakes for dinner? Well, scallion pancakes are a savory appetizer to have for breakfast, lunch, or dinner amongst many Asian households. I grew up eating scallion pancakes cooked by my mother and eventually learned how to cook it by myself through watching her. Making dough can be a messy process, but the final product will be worth it. Today, I will be instructing you on how to make scallion pancakes so that you can make them for yourself or for your own family. Learning to make scallion pancakes can be achieved by a series of simple steps and having the right ingredients in your kitchen. You can start by obtaining the necessary cookware and ingredients, since you won't be able to start without the appropriate supplies. There are several cookware that you will need before you begin. You will need a 10-inch frying pan, rolling pin, cutting board, knife, wooden spatula, and a pastry brush. There are also a couple ingredients that you'll need to create this dish, such as 2 cups of white flour, 1 cup of warm water, cooking oil such as vegetable, sesame, or peanut oil, 1 bunch of scallions, and lastly, salt. Now that you have gathered all the required materials, it is time to make the dough. First, you will mix 2 cups of white flour with 1 cup of water, and then stir that mixture with your hands until it forms into dough. The second step is to knead the dough on the cutting board with your hands until the dough becomes smooth and stretchy. The last step here is to coat the dough using the pastry brush with your choice of oil and then letting it sit for half an hour. After the dough is developed, the next step is to pick up the knife and rolling pin. Use the knife to divide the dough into 2 equal parts. Then use the knife to chop the scallions. You'll mainly be using the green part of the scallion, but the top half of the white part is okay too. Sprinkle the chopped scallion and 4 pinches of salt onto the dough halves, then roll it like a Swiss roll. Then roll the dough into a round coil bundle and use a rolling pin to flatten it out. You might be confused about the rolling process, so I've actually attached a few pictures to help you visualize what the dough is supposed to look like within each step. In figure 1, you should see that there is a flattened dough with chopped scallion and salt on top of it. Figure 2, you'll see what's called the Swiss roll. In figure 3, you'll see the next roll, which is the round coil bundle. Then in figure 4, after the rolling is all done, you will then flatten the scallion pancakes once more into a pancake shape, much like figure 4. After you finish flattening the dough, you're now ready to cook it. Pick up your 10-inch frying pan and pour a drizzle of oil on it while it heats up over medium-high heat. Lay one of the dough halves onto the pan and cook it for 2 minutes on one side. Then flip the dough using the wooden spatula and cook the other side for 2 minutes as well. Finally, place the cooked pancakes onto a plate to be served. Congratulations, you are now a scallion pancake chef. It is time to review the simple procedures you took today to create your scallion pancake. You began the process by preparing all the tools and ingredients needed. Using flour, water, and oil, you created the dough and used the knife to chop the dough into 2 equal parts. With a rolling pin, the dough halves were flattened into the shape of pancakes. The chopped scallion and the salt were then spread on top of the flattened dough. After this step, you rolled the flattened dough into a Swiss roll, then rolled it again into a round coil bundle. Once you finish the rolling process, you then flatten it one more time with the rolling pin. Finally, you cook the flattened dough halves on the frying pan for 2 minutes on each side. The scallion pancakes were successfully made by your diligent hands and can be eaten in one piece or sliced into multiple pieces, much like a pizza. Now that you know how to make scallion pancakes, I wonder if you'll be teaching your family or friends soon, so they can become scallion pancake chefs too. I really appreciate you watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed learning how to make scallion pancakes, and most importantly, I hope you enjoy the actual scallion pancake after it's made. Thank you for watching, and take care everyone.